Anyway, I have no idea why I'm talking like this because I'm from the Bronx. Maybe because he's straight out of Oxford, Alabama. Will you welcome Vic Henley? Vic, come on, Vic.
Thank you, everybody. Unlike Mr. Klein, my accent is real. So wrap your ears around that. I find it odd living here, you know, because people that live here make fun of me and the way I talk, like the New Yorkers are an articulate group of individuals. You're busting on me and you're going, Bobby, Tony, come over and look at this guy. He sounds so stupid. Look at this guy. Look at Yeah. Those are the women. Yeah. That's not the accent you want to hear naked, folks. Trust me. You don't ever want to be laying in bed hearing, yo, you're touching me like no man has. All right. And never will again. Thanks. Certain things don't sound right with a Southern accent when you say them, you know. There's no credibility with a Southern accent. You don't expect Southern people to say certain things, right? Checkmate. That'd be one right off the top of my head. Exactly. Something like, Alex, I'll take Shakespeare for 1,000. This Cabernet is much too fruity. I'll have the arugula and radicchio salad. Al Sharpton is a genius. Happy Hanukkah. My best friend is gay. There's Southern solutions, though, for the world's problems, everybody. You realize that, don't you? Don't you think? I don't think... a lot of talk comes up often in the government about building up our military, and I'm not sure if we need to build up the military if we could just resort to, like, redneck vigilante justice. You know what I'm saying? Like Saddam Hussein. Say Saddam Hussein does something, instead of sending over a bunch of troops or dropping a bunch of bombs, first thing we do, blow up Graceland. All right? I'm not shattering a dream out there, everybody. Elvis is dead. I think we all know that. We can blow up his house. If his daughter marrying and divorcing Michael Jackson wouldn't have snapped his fat ass right out of hiding. You know, I'm no Angela Lansbury, but Elvis is basically a redneck from Mississippi. If his daughter marrying a black, effeminate, crotch-grabbing, child-molesting soul singer wouldn't put his jumpsuit wearing butt right on 60 Minutes. So you blow up Graceland, then you put it on CNN that the Iraqis were responsible. Yeah, and you wouldn't need to send troops or drop bombs because the next day you'd have 10,000 good old boys from the volunteer state of Tennessee zooming across the Persian Gulf in bass boats. You know? Exactly. Just do a big... Trim it! Trim it! Just a big white trash flotilla. Bass boats, football helmets, hitting the beaches with some of those ATV four-wheelers, a couple of sawed-off shotguns duct taped to the handlebars. Just blowing through the countryside. You done it now, hamperhead. You picked on the king. As soon as I locate you on this depth finder, your ass is mine. I live here now. I travel a lot. I was recently in England. I was in London and England. You say that because sometimes people are like, Kentucky? I was in England. Go to other countries and see sporting events, people. That's my tip for you tonight, if you pick up on anything. Because I went and saw a football game, soccer, as we say. Went and saw England play Germany when I was over there. Yes, exactly. And there is no hatred like country hatred. You know, Mets, Yankees, that's a heated rivalry. That ain't got any. This is England, Germany, people. They're setting fires and breaking glass and puking. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm talking about 12-year-old girls outside the stadium. And it was really cool because I'm there with these two guys from the East End of London, these two Cockney guys whose accents are as big as mine, and so none of us can understand a damn thing the other person is saying. And proving my American intelligence all the time, I actually, as we're going in, they're all fired up and everybody's kind of screaming and hooping and hollering. And I actually, you know, constantly prove to myself that I'm only about 3 steps away from, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. Bye. Thanks for laughing at that one. I actually look at these English guys that I'm with, though, you know, I'm like, gosh, you guys really hate the Germans, don't you? How come? So one of them goes, well, they bombed us. And I'm like, what? Well, you know, they bombed us. So I'm like, they bombed you. And he's like, they bombed us. I'm like, oh, right, I forgot about that. So they're losing. The English are losing to the Germans. The Germans this particular day look really good. They're all like, you know, 6'2", 235-pound, blonde-haired, blue-eyed guys looking like the plan almost worked. And the English look like the Oompa Loompas from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Chasing them around. Right? So the English are losing, they decide they're going to heckle, and they sing songs. We tend to do cheers over here, they sing songs. They'll make up a song on you in a second, right? So midway through the first half, they're losing 1-0, and all the English fans start singing, if you won the war, stand up. Right, and to my knowledge, there's no comeback for that in this particular situation. You know, and they're doing it like a wave. So one section stands, goes, if you won the war, stand up, and then the next section, and the next section, and works its way all the way around the stadium, and then it kind of dies down for a second, and then pops right back up again. So I actually tried to get them to start singing if you skipped the first couple of years of the war, but still came in late at the end and contributed significantly. Thanks very much, everybody.
That's it for tonight's New Joke City. See you next time. I'm Robert Kelly.
Good job, baby. Thank you.